Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you and uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. Good morning, my dear child. It's Jesus speaking to you this morning. I know there are times when you wake up with a heavy heart, worried about what the day might bring, but I want you to know that I'm here, right by your side, ready to walk with you every step of the way. Remember that day when you were so tired that you could barely get up? I was there, giving you the strength to keep going. And that night when you cried alone, thinking no one cared? I was there too, quietly wiping away your tears. My child, I know life isn't always easy. There are moments when you feel alone, afraid of the future, doubting whether you can overcome the challenges ahead. But I want you to know that you are never truly alone. I am always with you, even when you don't realize it. Think about all the times when you thought you couldn't make it, but you did. Remember that problem that seemed impossible to solve? You found a solution, didn't you? And that time when you thought you didn't have the strength to go on, but you did anyway? That strength came from me, working through you. I know it can be hard to believe that I'm always present. The world can be loud and confusing, full of voices that try to drown out mine. But if you stop for a moment, close your eyes, and calm your heart, you can feel me. I'm in the air you breathe, in the sun that warms your face, in a friend's smile, in the hug of someone you love. My child, I want you to understand that your faith doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be grand or spectacular. Sometimes the strongest faith is the one that persists even when everything seems lost. It's that small flame that keeps burning even in the darkness. Remember that I don't expect you to be perfect. I know all your struggles, your fears, your doubts, and I love you exactly as you are. You don't need to pretend to be strong all the time. You can come to me with your weaknesses, your mistakes, your imperfections. I'm here to help you grow, not to judge you. When you feel weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in weakness. When you feel lost, remember that I am the way. When you feel alone, remember that I am always by your side. My child, I want you to start this day knowing that you are loved, not because you've done something to earn it, but simply because you are my child. My love for you doesn't depend on your performance, your achievements, or your perfection. I love you unconditionally, with all your strengths and flaws. I know there are moments when you feel unworthy of this love, moments when you look at your mistakes and think that I might abandon you. But I want you to know that there is nothing you can do to make me stop loving you. My love for you is eternal, unchanging, unshakable. When you look in the mirror today, I want you to see beyond the imperfections the world may point out. I want you to see what I see, a unique and wonderful creation, full of potential and purpose. You are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, more loved than you can comprehend. My child, throughout this day, remember to keep your faith firm. Not because faith will make everything easy, but because it will give you the strength to face what is hard. Faith is not the absence of problems, but the certainty that you are not alone in facing them. When doubts arise, and they will, don't see them as a sign of weakness. Doubts are opportunities to strengthen your faith. Every time you choose to trust in me, even without fully understanding, your faith grows stronger. Remember too that your faith is not just for you. It is a light that can illuminate the way for others. When you choose to trust in me amidst difficulties, you are showing others that there is hope. Your example of faith may be exactly what someone needs to see today. My child, I want you to know that I am proud of you. Proud of every time you choose love over hate, hope over despair, faith over fear. I know it's not always easy, but every small choice makes a difference. Throughout this day, I invite you to include me in every moment, not just in the big challenges, but also in the small joys. Talk to me about your hopes, your dreams, your worries. I am here to listen, to guide, to comfort. When you feel anxious, remember to take a deep breath and trust that I am in control. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that my shoulders are strong enough to carry your burdens. When you feel lost, remember that I know the way and I am guiding your steps. My child, I want you to live this day with courage, not because everything will be perfect, but because I will be with you in every moment, perfect or not. Your courage doesn't come from the absence of fear, but from the certainty of my presence. Remember that each new day is a gift, an opportunity to start over, to do things differently, to grow. Don't be held back by yesterday's mistakes. Learn from them, but don't let them define who you are or limit what you can become. Throughout this day, find moments to be grateful. Gratitude opens the eyes of the heart to see the blessings that often go unnoticed. Be thankful for the big things, but also for the small ones. The air you breathe, the sun that shines, the smile of a stranger, all are reminders of my love for you. My child, I want you to know that your prayers are important to me. Not because you use the right words or pray long enough, but because each prayer is a moment of connection between us. You don't need elaborate words. You can talk to me as you would to a close friend. Remember that prayer is not just about speaking, but also about listening. Take moments of silence in your prayer, moments to calm your mind and your heart. It is in these quiet moments that you can often hear my voice more clearly. When you pray, don't worry about impressing me. You don't need to use fancy words or elaborate phrases. Speak to me with sincerity, with an open heart. I prefer a simple and honest prayer over 1,000 empty words. My child, I want you to understand that your prayers have power, not because you are powerful, but because I am. When you pray, you are connecting with the Creator of the universe, with the one who can do infinitely more than all we ask or imagine. Remember too that sometimes the answer to your prayers may not come in the way you expect. Sometimes, instead of changing the situation, I change you. Instead of removing the obstacle, I give you the strength to overcome it. Trust that I know what is best, even when you don't understand. Throughout this day, I invite you to say small prayers. You don't need to set aside hours. It can be a quick thought of gratitude, a silent request for help, a word of praise. These small connections throughout the day will keep your heart in tune with me. My child, I want you to know that your faith doesn't have to be perfect to be real. There will be days when you feel full of confidence, and days when doubts seem overwhelming. Both are part of the journey of faith. The important thing is to keep walking, even when the path seems uncertain. Remember that faith is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you choose to trust in me, even when you don't understand, your faith grows. Every time you choose love over fear, your faith is strengthened. Throughout this day, look for ways to put your faith into action. It doesn't have to be something grand. It could be a small act of kindness to a stranger, a word of encouragement to someone who is struggling, a moment of patience when you want to be frustrated. Every small act of faith makes a difference. My child, I want you to know that I am with you, not only in moments of joy, but also in moments of pain. When your heart is broken, so is mine. When you cry, I cry with you. There is no pain you feel that I do not understand. Remember that the difficulties you face are not punishment. They are opportunities for growth, for learning, for strengthening your faith. I do not promise that life will be easy, but I promise that I will be with you every step of the way. When facing challenges today, I invite you to see me not as a distant judge, but as a loving Father who is by your side. I am here to support you, to guide you, to give you strength when yours runs out. My child, I want you to end this day knowing that you are loved, that you are valued, that you have a purpose. No matter what the world says, you are precious in my eyes. You were created with a unique purpose that only you can fulfill. Remember that each new day is an opportunity to start over, to do things differently, to take another step towards becoming who you were created to be. Don't be held back by yesterday's mistakes. Learn from them, grow through them, but don't let them define your tomorrow. As you prepare to sleep tonight, I invite you to reflect on the blessings of this day. Even if it was a tough day, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude opens the eyes of the heart to see the good even in difficult times. My child, know that I am with you now, as I will be when you wake up tomorrow. Rest in my love, rest in the certainty that you are not alone. Sleep in peace, knowing that I am watching over you, and wake up tomorrow ready to face a new day with courage and faith. I love you, my child, with a love that knows no end, a love that is stronger than your doubts, greater than your fears, and more powerful than any storm you may face. Trust in this love, rest in this love, live this love, my dear child. I am with you now. I will be with you when you wake up, and I will be with you every moment of every day.